Hello, this is Jake and welcome back to my 00 gauge model railway, Harrow Hill. And from the beginning of the video, you can tell we now have trains running. The track is very nearly complete. Last time I've done an update, we only had track going into the goods yard. Now we have track going into the station and we have a loop. And I'm literally just finishing the track that will go into the loco shed. But I don't want to put the track down until I've got the shed, because I don't know how big the loco shed will be. I've still not found one I'm happy to use. But we also have this inspection pit as well, which, building model railways for 22 years, this is my first inspection pit I've ever fitted. And it's nice. And I can't wait to detail this area up with the water tower and everything. But yes, we have trains running. I only have 3 locomotives I can run at the moment. I'm borrowing this lovely Prairie tank. This is 5541 from the Dean Fast Railway. And I'm borrowing this loco off my friend because I had no locos at the time. My old locos are all packed away. So it's running great, and I do have to get myself a Prairie tank. But I did buy this collet. You saw this in the last update. Runs lovely, and I thought I'd run him today on the passenger train. The Prairie's been running the passenger train on all the testing, so I thought we'll swap him over today. And the J94 is in the fiddle yard, but he's also been running one of the passenger trains that he will be replaced to a pannier tank on the smaller passenger train that will be going in at the station. I think I will do a timetable for the layout. And there's only got to be about 2, maybe a third passenger train on busy weekends or stuff like that, or maybe the holiday season as they would have done back in real life on the old branch lines. But yeah, the track is running great. It's all wired up, all running perfectly. There's a few areas I got to just sort out. A little bit of track's loose where it's stuck and then come unstuck. So I use this underlay. And it's worked really well. First time I've ever used cork underlay. I've never really done it before. Just put the track on the board. But I thought this time let's try it. And it does muffle the sound a bit. It doesn't. I can't tell the difference, to be honest. But I've then stuck. I wiped the cork with PVA and then stuck the track down. And the track comes up really easy. And in a few cases where I've had to connect the track to the points, it's loosened up again. So I got to revisit that. But another thing you might notice is, yeah, we have a platform. This is some really thick, and I'm not sure how thick it is. It's probably 15 mil or something. I'm not too sure. But I had this MDF that's quite big, quite thick, and I needed to use it. And I Really, Seb? Sebastian's coming to inspect my layout. Yeah, I was in the middle of a video. What are you doing? I will remove the cat. Sorry about that. That is the fat controller. He's always up here, sat on the windowsill here on the spare bed, just looking out and seeing what's going on. He's now found the bubble wrap. But yeah, the platform's down. I've stuck it. I've still got to put another layer on top just to make it a little bit higher for the coaches. But I plan to do that anyway using plasticard, which I do already have. And you may have noticed the train had to pull up short of the platform. Well, one coach was in the platform then, and the other wasn't. Common on branch lines, especially small suburban branch lines. Well, not even suburban, like small little villages. The train would have to run around the coaches, run back into them, and then push them into the platform. Very common on the old branch lines. So yeah, it's nice to do that because I've never had to do that before, and it gives a little bit more of a running option. And same when you're doing shunting with the wagons as well and moving the freight vans around. It's nice. Down here, you might notice the track goes off to the left. The plan is with this is going to be the parcels area, and I'm going to customize these platforms, little horts you can buy, and we're going to have a small parcels area here. I got my parcels van as well, and the plan is that it's not going to be used that much, but this wagon can be moved every now and then with one of the trains leaving, just to move some parcels around. But same goes for little, we might just have like a 21-ton van in now or something like that. And I just got to get the platform done here, small little island for the crane to go on, which is one of my next challenges to get around. And I've also placed some bits on the platform. I'm not going to be messing with the layout now for a bit. We need to get Christmas sorted. I also need to sort the spare room out. So for the meantime, I'm just going to be cleaning the layout up. I will try and get a loco shed and a station building, but I don't think I'll be doing any work now until possibly after Christmas, apart from getting the crane sorted and everything and painted up. But other than that, it's going really well. The roads are complete. I think I showed this in the last video, but roads are complete. They just need painting and everything now. And I got to paint the, it looks a bit odd with all the white, but it's fitted and they just need sorting out. I did change the building down here. I went to Hereford Model Centre and found these second-hand farm buildings. I've had these before for a layout, Scaledale, and they're really good. And I managed to get this one and this one here. So I thought, wow, this is the farmer's yard. So we'll have that up there. This has still got to be cut back so you can see what's going on there. But that's the farmer's yard. And then down here, I thought we'll keep this as a bit of a car yard, someone who's collecting a few cars, because as I've mentioned before, I like cars. So I got to have a car scene somewhere on the layout. And then we'll do the farmer's lane up and it crosses here. We'll put a nice little wooden crossing in. No gates or nothing because there's a farmer's crossing, as long as they look both ways. And then we go on to obviously the main line. Well, this will go off to the main line eventually, somewhere like Paddington, where the branch line joins the main line. And then this line going off to the left, this is actually going off to a colliery. And I will be, I do have plans for possibly doing a colliery extension at some point down the line, but that ain't happening for a long time. So yeah, this would be the colliery line. So mainly freight coming from this way. Freight still go down the branch, of course, but mainly coal trains coming from here. And I did get a tunnel portal. I think that's one of the Pico ones. And I had to cut the sides off. And then this will be built into the cliff like I've mentioned before. And I want to keep this very green and farmland. So the plan is we'll just have a tractor up there and a shed of some sort and keep that very simple. And I did think, well, little scenes all over the layout, of course, but I like the Mini there. And I thought we could have a train spotter stood next to the farmer's crossing, just watching the trains go by. I think that'd be a nice scene. And again, I've just placed some of the bits I got lying around just to see what they look like. I really like that building. That's nice. And I got one of my minis down here. I done beginning of the year, which is really nice. Oh, Catzilla's back. Sebastian's come and have a look. I don't think he's actually been on the layout since the details have been on, but he did used to try and get through the tunnel down there. He's a bit bigger now. And he hasn't seen this shed before, so he's just doing the sniff test. But anyway, there you go. That is an update on my model railway. Sorry if it's not much, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I do have a controller now. I picked up one of these Walkabout Gauge Master controllers. It's temporarily linked up to the track at the moment just to get my head around the wiring and that. It will be wired in properly so you can plug it in and plug it out. But yeah, there we go, guys. So please remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more on this layout. And the update won't be anytime soon now, probably in the new year. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. And yeah, bye for now.